I think it boils down to self-awareness. If you have a deep sense of consciousness around your own behaviors, your own emotions, your own fears, your own strengths, your own weaknesses, not only can you adapt your leadership style to leverage those strengths and mitigate those weaknesses, but you can also be so much more aware of your own reactions and your own emotions during different times. And the more aware you are of those things, the more you can actually manage them. As the phrase, what gets measured gets managed. So if the more conscious you are, the more you can check in and say, okay, this situation happened today. I was challenged in this way and I reacted in that way. Was that optimal? Could I have done better there? Was that aligned with who I am? Was I acting out of fear or was I acting out of scarcity? And then with that information, you can actually improve and move forward. But without the awareness, you're plowing on blindly, and it's just down. So much of it's down to hope, than actually taking a proactive approach to improving yourself. There's that actor in America, Matthew McConaughey. He talks about it in his book. I can't remember the title of the book, Green Lights or something. He talks about how leaders, actors, high performers, whatever, they review, they check in on themselves when things go sideways. Okay, something's just gone wrong. What's just happened? How can I learn from that? And they don't often have those check-ins, those moments of introspection when things are going well. But that you can learn as much from the times that are going well as the times that are going badly. However, the tough times are when you are separated. The good leaders are separated from the average ones and the poor ones, and that's across sport, across business, any industry, any facet. Like in football, it's easy when when the team is winning, the dressing room's happy. Simple as that. The fans are happy. It's when shit hits the fan that, as a leader, you start becoming tested. Yes, I've got two very clear examples in my own life. Back in the day when I was managing the engineering business in Australia, I was in a leadership role then. I happened to not have a clue what I was doing, and I happened to not know very much about myself, despite my protestations at the time. I thought I was self-aware, but I actually wasn't. And there was a moment of it was a very stressful time for a period of months due to many different reasons, and I reacted with anger. I reacted with becoming. I was less emotionally intelligent. I would fly off the handle quicker. I would look for trouble. I was, drinking more at the weekends. I was just generally an angry little bastard, and my relationship suffered. My team would have been suffered from it, and I was affected by it. Basically, I didn't manage those stressful situations well, and I was unaware that I was even going through those challenging times until I was fully in, and only then I was like, right, now I've got to get myself out of this situation, and that took a lot of effort. Whereas right now, I I'm not I'm not trying to hide the fact that it is a challenging time for the business. We've grown every year up until this year, and with various reasons, a lot of them were self-imposed. There are more challenges in the business than there have been for a while. The difference is, I know what created those challenges. I know that we're in that period. I know how I can best manage my own state and my own behaviors and emotions to get through the situation, but also not just for myself, but for those people around me, including the team I am leading. And even though in every way there's more at stake now than there was back in Australia. I'm dealing with it in a wholly different way. I'm just more at peace with it. I'm not reacting. I'm not becoming angry. And that is down to self-awareness. Absolutely 100% down to self-awareness. Yes, I mean, if you can have awareness of your own behaviors and emotions, it transcends every aspect of your life beyond just leadership. It sounds so cliche, but you are the leader of your own life. In your health, the sports that you engage in, the activities, the food that you eat, the conversations that you have, the relationships with your family and your loved ones, all of those have been either positively impacted or not negatively impacted by this situation as a result of having a stronger sense of self-awareness. And of course, there's always room for growth. You know, the more self-aware you become, the more you realize how much there is to know. But yeah, it's way beyond leadership. Like so much of this stuff is your health, relationships, your finances, everything. A very good one is to actually ask those around you. And there's a couple of really important elements to that. Number one, you've got to be prepared for the answers, which a lot of people aren't, especially the people who aren't self-aware, because they'll assume that the person is either lying or just doesn't know and has got it wrong, which is, defies the entire point of the exercise. So ask people around you, give me a review. What am I good at? What am I crap at? How am I dealing with this situation? How do I normally react in these moments? What triggers me? What puts me in a state of happiness? And listen to those answers and actually be prepared to act on them. That's, if you could just have one piece of advice for getting more self-aware, start there.